row. She's giving me.
She's part of my act.
Woof.
I get so tired of, working my tail off to try to be funny. And I get done and people say, "You're so beautiful. You look like Marilyn Monroe." So I have this whole sarcastic thing I do.
Okay.
So, yeah. Well, Facebook people, let me just make sure I haven't been Zuckerberg. It said we went live.
All right.
But I'm a boomer. We don't believe nothing. Hold on. Yep, we're live. We are live.
Nice.
So, Facebook, you can come in the chat and ask questions. That's me turning on my device. Come in the chat and ask questions. That's me turning on my device. Come in the chat and ask questions. So can you turn your volume down?
Yeah, I turned it off. I think
you can leave it on if you turn the volume down, no problem.
Oh, okay.
So Facebook, whether you're in the chat, like my guest is, I have one person in the chat, or you come here later and you snoop when no one's around, whatever. I don't care if you're a voyeur or a participant. What do I care? I don't even care if you have your pants on. So I don't want to know either. Let me tell you, Comic Spot, sole purpose of this is so you people who don't know when you go to a comedy show who's going to be up there, you can go, "Oh, that's a nice guy. I like his hat. His hat matches his shirt." That kind of stuff. He's smart. He's articulate. He's funny. I want to go see him when he comes to town. I want to know his social media. Listen, that's what this is for. It ain't for me. It's for these people here. I'm just a conduit. I don't know. That sounded weird. Almost sounded political. Anyway, Comic Spot. Thanks for coming on and watching. Now, I have two sponsors I got to mention. The Veterans of Comedy, that I'm a part of that because I'm a military veteran. So if you're speaking English, you now know who to thank. So go to the Veterans of Comedy and hire anybody, me. And then my other sponsor is a water company. Water is more essential than comedy. Hello, 2022. So yeah, go to thelivingwater.org and find out who they are because I'm too lazy. They're my sponsor. There, that's my paid announcement. Done. I'm not a studier. You don't want me with details, please. Today's guest is sitting over there waiting for me to shut up, and he's gonna knock it out of the park. You can tell he's a killer on stage, you guys. I knew it when I saw him. I said, I gotta have this guy on. That was 4.5 years ago. 40. Okay, so it's LA Josh Preston. Wave to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. So here's his intro that he sent me. LA Josh Preston started out as a date into a dream. In summer of 1990, his comedy started out as a date and turned into a dream. In summer of 1993, he went to see D.L. Hughley and Bernie Mac at the Greensboro Coliseum. It gives you like 4 letters and then you go to the next line. In the Greensboro Coliseum. The atmosphere was unreal. I was in a place where everyone was there to have a good time. A good time was what it was. I knew then that's what I wanted. Everyone to feel good around me. I felt comedy was the way to do it. That's right. So I wrote some jokes and headed to the comedy club. There is where I got my first break and eventually started my comedy career. He was able to feature with the Fat Doctor and the mayor of Rap City, Chris Thomas. Due to being married and having kids, he's had to hold off on the comedy. Being on the road is tough for a husband and father. Yes, sirree, it is. Now he's back after 20 years and ready to make you laugh. When he's not doing comedy, he's a part of an improv group called the Big Lick Conspiracy. Another opportunity to make people laugh.
Right.
Well, you guys, welcome to the stage right here, right now, just like if we met at a coffee shop. LA Josh Preston. Woo!
Thank you. Woo! Thank you very much for having me here, Miss Linda.
Gosh,
I've been
thanks.
waiting so long. It was like what, four
I'm
months.
sorry you had to wait. I keep
That's all
getting
right though.
sick, you know.
It's worth it. I'm
Thank
sure.
you so much for coming. So right now today, you told me off stage that, before we went on live, you said that you're in Roanoke, Virginia.
That's right. The Noke. That's what we
The
call it.
Nook.
The Noke.
Now, when you're in Roanoke, were you there during the pandemic?
I was, yes.
So I gotta ask, just like we have to acknowledge the craziness that happened.
Yes.
On a serious note,
Mhm.
were any of your friends and family, etc., affected devastatingly by COVID?
I had like a friend of mine, brother, passed away from it. That's probably like the only thing. I mean, we've gotten it. I mean, my sister got it. My family has got it. So that's pretty much it. But we went through it. We got vaccinated. I know there's people still only vaccinated, but I got vaccinated. I'm fine. It's been a while, so we're here. We're living and we're laughing.
Yes. So you're in Roanoke. Paint us a picture. What is Roanoke, Virginia like?
Roanoke, Virginia is the Star City of the South. That's what we call it. And it ain't because there's a whole bunch of stars, celebrities and stuff. It's just that we got a big old star on top of a mountain. And so we are called the Star City just because we got a star on top of a mountain. That's pretty much it. There's not.
So is the star like an American star on a flag or like one on an Israeli flag? What's it like, that flag, that star?
It's a Roanoke star. That's what it is. It just looks like it's a star with a bunch of lights on it, and it depends on what time of the year it is. Like if it's 4th of July, they might make it red, white, and blue and things like that, but that's pretty much it here.
So in Roanoke, the Noke, besides you, what's the biggest export?
Biggest export. So when you export, that means you take it out. Oh my goodness. The Barbers, TK and Rondé, I think that's of the New York Giants. I think that. Oh, and JJ Reddick, he's from here, Roanoke, and Tony Atlas, Mr. USA, Mr. Muscles. So
is that any relation to Charles Atlas?
Charles Atlas, is that the dude that made the atlases back in the day?
No, but good one.
I don't know Charles Atlas. No, I just know Tony.
Tony Atlas, Atlas.
Yes, he was a wrestler.
I had a dad named Charles Atlas that was a weightlifter.
Oh, really? Well, could be. I don't know personally.
I'm old school, so I would know that.
Well, I don't know, but I guess that's pretty much it, Roanoke.
That's pretty much it. So great people have come out of Roanoke.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, is your city industrial or is it suburban? Is a lot of old white ladies like me going around, get off my lawn?
yeah. There's quite a few of them. I just wave and say hello, Miss Daisy, and just keep it moving. That's pretty much it. But there's a place called Norfolk and Southern. They're like a railroad company. So I guess we're big on railroad, and that's pretty much it. We have a thing called Tadabon Museum of Art. It's an art place, and it's funny looking. We have that. So
what's it called?
It's called the Tadabon Museum of Art.
Taliban?
Yeah, it's an art museum, and it looks very weird. If you look at it, you're like, who designed this? I think it was the good stuff that they call it.
I wonder if it was built by Mr. Geary, Geary, who built the weird buildings all over the world.
Possibly.
That's amazing. I like hearing stuff like this. When you look at that building, what's it called again?
Tadabon. And you know what? I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly.
Who cares?
Yeah,
We
I
can
mean,
make this up. We're comedians.
right.
People believe everything we say. So,
That's right, because we speak the truth.
yeah, always. So, okay, so you're in Roanoke and you got stuff around you, you got people,
Mhm.
and now you're a comedian.
Yes.
So, born and raised in Roanoke?
Mm-mm.
Where were you born and raised?
Actually born in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Whoa, Whiteville.
What? Oh, I mean,
No,
hmm.
no. They
There's
got
three,
flavor there?
huh?
They got flavor there?
Yes. In Connecticut, there are 3 places where you'll find Black people: Bridgeport, New Haven, and Hartford. Those are the only 3 places you'll find Black people. And I was born in Bridgeport, Connecticut, luckily for me, and we've got Black people there.
Good.
Yes.
Man, I grew up in Portland, Oregon, and they chased all the color out.
What?
Hmm. You can
Why did they
go
do that?
all day, any day without seeing one person of color, AKA Black.
Yeah. Does it change? No? Yes? A little bit?
Changed so much. When I grew up, there was a lot of people who were Black.
Yeah.
Great big area, and they're all gone.
Oh, wow. Maybe Damian Lillard can bring them back.
Yeah. Did you hear about that on the freeway about 5 years ago when somebody was following a car and they thought Damien was in the car in Portland
Oh.
and they shot Damien. They were meaning to shoot Damien, but it was his brother, and his brother took a bullet for him.
Oh, wow. No, I didn't hear that. Wow.
Crazy. Crazy town.
Yes.
Crazyville. Okay, so you grew up and you didn't grow up in the Noke. You grew up where? Oh yeah, Connecticut.
Yes.
And then somewhere between being born and today, you became a comedian and had a period, and then you stopped, and now you're back. But LA, I gotta ask you, what made you go into comedy? I'm sure you've been asked before.
Well, like I said, it was that summer of 1993 when I went and saw D.L. Hughley and Bernie Mac. And you should know about the 90s. The 90s was very wild. And me coming from Connecticut and coming to the South, it was a lot of different. And what happened is that I was a very militant guy. I was very militant. Yes. You know, I mean, back then you had the Rodney King beating, and you know, it was the OJ Simpson trial going on, and Malcolm X came out with Denzel. And when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for the fight. So I was a very militant person. I remember in high school when we had Black History Month, and the teacher wasn't even going to teach Black History Month. So the hell you not. And so we went over to the principal and freaking fought all that. I mean, I was very militant. So
Good.
and let's just say me and Caucasians, we weren't the best of friends. Let's put it like that. And so we went to this comedy show with D.L. Hughley and Bernie Mac, and I'm looking and I'm seeing Black people, white people, Latinos. We're all just sitting there just laughing and having a good time. And I'm like, this is what I want. This is the diversity is what I want. I don't want to be just Black this and just white this and just Latino. I want everybody together, having fun, having a good time. And I thought comedy was the way to do it. It seemed like entertainment is the way to do it. Because when there's entertainment, no matter if you're doing comedy or you're singing, there's always Black and white people together having fun. And I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. I want to do this comedy thing. I think I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? As my girl, yeah, I'm funny, right? You know, my family thinks I'm funny. So I went in there, wrote me a few jokes, and head over to the comedy club. And they had open mics on Tuesdays. So every Tuesday I would go to the open mic and keep doing it and doing it and doing it until I finally got a chance to open at the comedy club. And it's been from there. I did it for 7 years at that time.
What's the best and the worst that you've seen in comedy, in the comedy world, with people in clubs without naming names? The best and the worst that you've
Oof.
witnessed.
The best I've seen is that people are just laughing and having a good time. No violence. You know, when the last time you seen, you know, somebody fighting at a comedy club and stuff and things like that? You don't see it. So everybody having a good time is the best for me. Now, as for the worst, and this, I just want to see comedians come together. That's what I want. It seems like there's comedians have these type of comedians, and they're in cahoots fighting with these type of comedians, and they're like, our community's better. No, our community's better, and
So true.
and it's man, we're all trying to just make people laugh. That's all. That's the bottom line. We're all trying to make people laugh. No one is the funny police. That's why I always say I'm not the funny police. They're not going to think you're funny, but you know, these people over here are going to think you're funny. Yeah, and I try to tell people that people just aren't funny. I mean, they got to be funny if they're doing comedy. Someone thinks they're funny. You know, somebody has to think it. So even if you don't think they're funny, so what? You know, let them do their thing. Let them enjoy themselves. Let them have a good time. Give them a little chuckle here and there. Ha, ha, ha. Don't sit there and be, because when I go to open mics, open mics is very funny because because you'll see people do jokes, and if they don't do well, all the people that come after them, "Oh, I don't care if they're funny or not, I'm still not laughing. I'm still not." Like, come on, man. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. You're at a comedy club. You know, we're all here trying to make it, trying to make a, you know, couple dollars, you know, and you sitting there being all angry about it, you know, that's not helping anyone, you know.
Exactly.
So that's
You
like the
know, you're
worst.
speaking about the mindset that the world is so small, there's not room for everybody to do well, which is so stupid.
It is. It is.
It's
It is.
stupid. And you see it a lot.
Yes, and I'm speaking especially for Black people. Black people think there can only be one person on top. There can only be Kevin Hart. He's on top now. Oh, here comes Dave Chappelle. Okay, Dave Chappelle. That's it. Nobody else. No, you can't. No. No. There's plenty. It's plenty of money to go around. There's plenty of fame to go around. It's just so much, and you just don't know how big the world is. And if you don't, there's so many places where you can just do so much. And it just, for Black people, if they're Black person doing well, keep, you know, keep pushing them, because sooner or later that Black person gonna be like, you know what, I remember you. I remember when you were behind me and you helped me bring him on. And people like myself, I'll bring people on. That's why I do shows and stuff, because I want to, you know, it's not, I don't just want it to be just me. I want a whole group. Kevin Hart got his plastic cup boys and stuff, you know. That's what I want. I want a whole group of people. Let's all go. Let's all get this money. Let's all make people laugh. That's the type of person I want to be.
You got the right spirit. You got the winning combination going in your head.
Yes, I think so.
I think so too. So you never thought about doing comedy till the night with DL Hughley, right?
Right.
That's crazy. That's so great. Do you know I've done 936 interviews now, including you,
Wow.
and nobody has ever admitted that they never thought of doing comedy until they went to an went and saw one person. That there was never a moment in their life before that they thought of it. Nobody's willing to admit that.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, they were just born. This is my dream. Oh,
I like it when you're honest.
Yeah, I came out the womb. I came out the womb and said, knock, knock. I said, who's there?
Is this thing on?
The umbilical cord. Hey, mom, I got a joke for you.
Oh my gosh. So you did comedy for 7 years, you took a hiatus. And yes, I want to underscore something you said, that this comedy thing is rough on families and marriages. So rough.
Yes.
You have to sacrifice so much, and it's so hard on the people who are there supposedly supporting. And I've seen a lot of them fall by the wayside. Yeah, I give it a year. You can't give comedy a year, maybe 20,
Exactly.
You're going to get famous all of a sudden after 20 years. That's how the biz works.
It's rough. Yeah. Those 7 years, they were pretty tough. My girl, well, she's my wife now. I mean, we've been high school sweethearts. I've been married. It'd be 25 years this year that we've been married. So she was always
congratulations, happy anniversary.
Thank you. And she's always been there and supported me and stuff like that. But in the back of my mind, you can say all that stuff, but I know what really is going on. There's these little things. Oh, where you going now? Why you gotta go there? Call me up 2 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? Yeah, I know what you think. I know. But
it's so hard, like you see people at the comedy clubs and you can tell when a wife is there supportive, and you can tell when a wife is begrudging, being not happy about, another night and
yeah,
people don't understand. Could you tell people how hard it is to do this business and try to make money, and the drain it is on a family, all that you've sacrificed? I mean, you got to a point where you were 7 years into it and stepped away for a reason.
Yes. Yeah, I stepped. It was a couple things with the family situation. Yeah, my wife and I, we decided, hey, because we graduated from college, we went and got our degrees and done, as they say, do the right thing. Got married. Now got our degrees. Now let's start thinking about having kids. And my wife is a very, as they call, at-risk pregnancy. She's so I'm definitely going to be there in case something happens. So I can't just be on the road and then all of a sudden she's having contractions and I can't have that. So that's why I just like, you know what? It was fun. I had a great time. I'm just gonna, let's practice. I'm focusing on my family right now. And then who knows? Maybe I'll get back into it once everything settles, and lo and behold, boom, it has happened. But yes, it's definitely a strain.
Yes. So in those 20 years that you stepped aside to have the family be by your wife's side during a difficult pregnancy, potentially difficult pregnancy, what all did you do? Did you have like a day job with your college degree?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I work at Wells Fargo.
Like, what's that?
Yeah, I work at Wells Fargo. I do some things for them.
Are you with the mafia?
No.
I was a banker. I was a banker for 24 years.
Oh wow, it's a good job. I really enjoy working at Wells Fargo. I really do. So that's the bread and butter right now. And my wife, she's executive at a retailer. So we're good. So that's why I can go to these shows. I can travel 2 or 3 hours, even with the gas prices and stuff. I can still travel 2 or 3 hours and still do a show and come back. Don't have to worry about all these gas prices and money and things like that. We're good right now, and I'm in a good space. I'm in a good spot with everything, with my life, with my family, with comedy. I'm good. Let's put it like that. I'm just good with it.
So did the pregnancy went well, and you have now a 20-year-old?
Yeah, I have it's 19-year-old, and I have a 13-year-old. Yeah, a boy and a girl. Yeah.
So a boy's the oldest and a girl's the youngest.
Yes.
And they're not twins.
No, they're not. Some people might think it, but no, they're not.
I'm a twin.
Oh, okay. All right. Marilyn Monroe, right?
Yeah. She's my doppelganger. I have a twin brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have twins in your family?
My wife's side, she has 2 brothers or twins. Yes.
Did you worry that you were going to have twins?
Yes.
You should worry.
That's sonar. Sure, it's one. It's just one. It's just one. Yeah.
Keep one, adopt the other one out. Oh my gosh. So now you're back in the game in Roanoke, Virginia. What's the comedy scene like that? Let us know about that.
It's very slim.
You have to travel 2 or 3 hours out of Roanoke.
Exactly. There's nothing concrete that goes on. I host a show once a month at a place called Versus on Kirk Avenue, and I'm gonna start doing a show once a month at a place called the Coffee Pot on Brambleton Avenue here in Roanoke, Virginia. And then there's other spots that I love hosting. I love hosting and producing shows.
Me too.
It's like a passion that I have, because I'm up there. I'm 47 years old.
That's old. That's so old.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm at the point where, like, I'm good. I'll be good if I can just host shows and bring these young comedians on. And who knows, one day they might make it, and I might get a little snippet in their whatever they call that, the appendix. What is that thing? The appendix, when you first write it, a little something, and they might mention my name in it, and I'll be happy with that. It's like, oh,
they will.
I made a difference.
The world needs more dedicated people who are mentors, hosts, producers, than they do need comics. There's so many. You got to admit, it's flooded with comedians.
Yes.
And it's not like SAG where it's, people keep you in line. So if you're a good person with good values and you have a vehicle and you can take some people to a show 2-3 hours down the road, man, you're the guy for the job.
Yes. That's why I always try to get comedians that will drive together and have them come up here and do shows, because I got people coming from North Carolina, Tennessee, and and people from here in Virginia, traveling to come see my shows, because they know, I ain't gonna brag or anything, but they know I'm gonna try and do a good show. They know I'm out here. I'm not just saying, okay, there's a show gonna be here, come see it. It's like, when is it? Oh, it's tonight. Like, what? Tonight? I'm busy. I can't do it. And I'm the type of person that plans things like months in advance and say, hey, this is going to be the show, and tickets and all this. So they appreciate that, because they know when they come, there's going to be a crowd at least.
Absolutely. So what's the thing that you have to accomplish in your home life and in comedy before you get 71 years old like me and kick the bucket?
71? No, not 71. You got a good, what, 40, 50 more? You good. You're
I'm older than she ever was.
Yeah, see, you live longer than your twin. The 70, the new 40, isn't that what they say?
Yeah, she's a lame. She had no game to live.
I know, man. Look at her sprinting her. She had to do all that. You don't have to do all that. You keep your legs crossed and everything. You don't have to do. Yes, I know.
Yeah, my dad told me to keep an aspirin between my legs.
Wow.
Okay. I was like, how about a watermelon? No, with the legs together.
Wow.
Too much information. I get it.
I don't know, watermelon between the legs. That might be.
Have you ever heard that if you swallow a watermelon seed, you get pregnant?
Oh, no. I swallowed plenty of watermelon seeds. I've never gotten pregnant. That is false. I'm here to tell you that is false. It is untrue.
That was a thing our parents used to scare us with.
I wasn't scared at all. Like, you might fool me with Santa Claus, but you won't fool me with that eating a watermelon seed. Well, not.
Oh my God.
What was the question again?
What do you want to accomplish around your family before you die? What do you want to accomplish in comedy? Yeah.
Oh man.
Deep on this one. This is a
You know,
deep dive.
I've done everything with the family. I am interested in, well, not now, but maybe in the next 20, 30 years, you know, some grandkids, you know, maybe see what that grandkid life is all about. Being a granddaddy. That's probably the one thing that I'm pretty much looking forward to
Lovely.
as
That's so great.
as life. As a comedy, I would just like to be on like television one time. Just one of those Tiffany Haddishes, like, you know, there's a lot of those things going on. Tiffany Haddish, Dave Chappelle, now Amy Schumer got one now. Well, just have me go in there and let me do a little 15, 20 minutes, just one time. That's just a little taste. Little taste. I don't want to be like real famous. I don't care about being real famous, but just give me just a little taste of, oh, I saw you on that show. You that guy. You that guy. Yes, I am. Names everywhere. Names on my hat, names on my shirt. You're LA. Yeah, like, that's it. Right, that's it.
Now, what made you come up with the name LA?
That is part of my first name.
No way.
Yes, and my first name is kind of hard to pronounce, so people just start calling me LA, and I was like, oh, that's fine. Fine, I'll just be LA and Preston. Because a lot of people sit here and say, oh, you're from LA? You know, I'm a comedian. They got to crack a joke. Oh, you're from LA? Oh, no, it's just part of my name.
I love it. You deserve the name LA more than anybody else I've heard.
I think so. LA fits me. You know, I really do.
Yeah. What's the okay, you're not gonna like the question necessarily, but just pretend you do, because you know it's the acting too. So everybody has a joke that almost works, and they haven't yet figured out how to make it funny, and they don't want to give up the joke because it's pretty much basically for them. My parents survived the Holocaust, and I got jokes out the yin yang about the Holocaust.
Right.
Haven't figured out how to kill with them yet. Do you have a topic that you like to talk about that hasn't really worked yet?
Yes, I do. It's about Noah's Ark. And what it is it's not even bad. It's just that I always figured out, like, Noah, they said he was the most righteous person, and so he was able to build this ark and all this stuff. And I always thought, and I always had questions, like, first of all, how did God pick Noah out of everybody in the world? How did he know that he was the most righteous? Did they have some kind of contest? Did they have like a most righteous got talent or something like that? Middle East Idol. You know, did they have it on top of a mountain? They say, and it's like, whoever, we're gonna have this show, and whoever's the most righteous will get the top prize. And the top prize is you and your family gets to live. That's it. And, you know, somebody in the background like, what's second place? Hey, Adam, come here. Get this guy out of here. You get him. He's asking too many questions.
That's funny.
Yeah, that, and then also Noah's wife. How come no one said anything about Noah's wife? Because I don't know. I'm married. If I'm doing something, my wife wants to know. So you're sitting there building this daggone boat. Not one time did Noah's wife say, what are you doing? He's like, I'm building this ark. He's like, oh, why are you doing that? Because God told me to. Like, so if God tell you to build an ark, you can do it, but you can't build me a she shed. You can't do that for me, huh? But you can build God an ark. You ain't shit, Noah. You ain't shit.
Oh, this is so funny. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we've had a lot of fun, and I think that we're kind of near the end, but I want to give you the opportunity to say anything to people that would come on and watch that you want to say that I didn't ask. Anything like how to be better people, what to do and not to do if you're brand new in comedy, and then at the end of it, tell us where you're going to be performing and tell us your social media.
Okay, all right, no problem at all. I'd like first to give a shout out to the people in Bridgeport, Connecticut. You know, that I don't get to talk to them a whole lot, but there's a few of them. Tattoo, Think Tat Ayala, definitely gotta give him a shout out because that's it's like bulletproof love. I mean, he's been my best friend since I don't even remember. It's been so long. I mean, and he's always, you know, on Facebook, people don't want to like your stuff or they just read through it and stuff like, oh, who cares? And so what, he's doing that, so what? You know, but he's the type of person that like it and tell me to keep going and stuff like that. Him, and I'm gonna give Tammy also and Lakeisha, y'all know who y'all are. Give them a shout out as well, giving me the props. And also from Roanoke, my best friend here in the Noke, Ralph Leftwich, he was with me in the beginning. He said he tells his kids about the time that we went to Tennessee. You know, I was going out there hustling and all this stuff, and he's always tell his kids, I met this is my best friend, and he was doing comedy, and he's coming back and he's doing comedy because he's got dreams, and I want you to follow your dreams as well. So it's nice that he could tell that story about me, like he's coming back. And that's one thing. If you're a comedian, please don't say that you don't want to go first. I think that's like the worst thing possible. I can't stand that. I mean, you don't want to go first, but yet I mean, you will want to go first especially if you're starting out comedy, if you're doing open mics and stuff. People that sit there and they say they don't want to go first, man, I just roll my eyes at them because you go first, or you may want to go first. You want to go first, that'll get you the start that will set the tone for the show. So if you can go out there and just work your magic and everybody's happy, you know, and then you like, oh, top that. Who can top that? Who can top that? I went first. But yet you get other people go first, and here you come and you bomb and you just bring whole morale down and stuff. So stop. If someone wants you to go first, go first. Go first, set the tone. That's why I like hosting. I'm first. I'm setting the tone. I'm getting them ready for the comedian. So
I love to take the bullet. Oh my gosh. Nobody's pissed anybody off yet. And so it's great.
That's right. With the comedies, just if someone's doing well, man, say congratulations. Tell them, like, I did this show and I told the person, like, hey, you had the best set. You know, I ain't gonna sit here and be like, yeah, you know, it was all right, you know. And I tell people, hey, yo, that set you did was great. Keep up the great work. There's big plans for you if you just keep on doing what you're doing, you know. And I'm a type of person that just tells people, you know, keep on working, keep on doing what you're doing, you know. I mean, this is your dream, do it. And also, if you want to do this comedy, do the daggone comedy. Don't do an open mic, and here it is 6 months later, I'm doing another open mic, and then and 6 months later, I'm back doing another open mic, another show, and thinking you're a comedian. Hey, I've been doing this for 2 years. You've been doing this for 2 years. You've done 4 open mics. Stop it. Stop it. You've been doing it for 2 years. And that's why I tell people when they want to perform at my shows, I'm like, well, what have you done? Just because you know me and because I'm a nice person and I probably will get you on because I am such a nice person, you got to go out and do the work also. You got to go out there and let me see you do an open mic somewhere. Let me see you host or open, you know, let me see that you're doing work as well and not just holding on to me. Oh, LA got a show. Maybe I can get a show. Hey, LA, let me, you know. And then if I say no, then it's like, oh, you know, attitude. Those same people that don't want to go first when they do comedy.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so one last little question.
Okay.
Before you tell where you're going to perform and your social media, one last question.
All right.
I had something come up in the last month. I was hosting an open mic at a big club, and at the end, the guy wouldn't get off the stage. He kept running the light. And I went up on the stage and thanked the audience while he's still doing comedy right next to me. And I'm just like,
How
how would you have
he's still
handled
doing
it?
comedy. You're like, ah, good night, everyone. Y'all make sure.
How would you have handled it?
I tell you, that has happened to me. It was I used to do an open mic before because I wanted people to come on. I was like, yo, y'all wanna work and stuff. I will do an open mic before I do my comedy shows. So if I'm doing a comedy show maybe 2 or 3 times a month, that's 2 or 3 times you can get on this mic and do your thing. I did that thing one time, and this person got on the mic and just wouldn't get off. I gave him the lights, like, yo, man, we gotta start this show, man. You know, like, we gotta wouldn't get off. And I just went up to him and just said, hey, there's a saying in the poetry that this is not your world tour. All right. This is not your world tour. We got people ready to do these comedy shows. This ain't just for you. Because he got so excited because there was actual people listening to him. You know, there was, oh my goodness, there's a crowd. I gotta do all my material because there's a crowd here. When I usually do shows, there's the bartender and security, you know, and I told him that. And then after the show, after all that, after I gave him a chance and everything, dogged the show out, left and just dogged my show. Dogged it. But I didn't care. And you know, I'm that type of person that, like, you know what? You dog my show, but you know what? I will still work with you. Because I'm not going to let someone who gives me that bad energy, I'm not going to come back with bad energy. You're not going to change the way I act. You're not going to change the way I act because the way you act. I'm still going to be that same person.
I wish I could jump up and hug you right now for what you just said. Thank you. Oh.
Thank you.
So, okay, where are you going to be performing? And where's your social media on this internet highway thing?
All right, let me do where I'm going to be performing. My next performance is going to be on June 18th at Ursula's Cafe in Roanoke, Virginia. Now I'm doing an improv there. It's going to be me and the Big Lit Conspiracy doing a show there. I love doing improv because it's you know, a lot of people together and stuff, and you know, you don't have to be the whole show. You can let me get a little something. Here, you can get a little something. So I like doing that. So it's gonna be there. But my comedy show, June 22nd, I'm gonna be in Salem, Virginia. That's right. It's right next to Roanoke, a place called All Sports Cafe. It's gonna be myself and a guy from Ohio that we're gonna come down there. And we're gonna just tear the house down. You know, post Juneteenth. We're gonna do that, and my next host show is gonna be July 16th at the Coffee Pot at 8 p.m. I'm gonna have people from Tennessee, Virginia, and North Carolina come, and we're just gonna have fun, man. It's just the comedians I bring here. They're nice comedians. They're not, you know, they're not like dirty comedians or nasty. I don't have to worry about. You know, they're not political and things like that. They just want to go out there and just tell jokes. You know, they're not trying to get people upset. They're not trying to get people angry. They just want to go out there and do their jokes. And the people I bring in, man, I love all the comedians. Any comedian I bring in, I love them because they're just so funny, you know. And I love it. I'm not one of those people like, he's too funny. I need to be the funniest man on the show. He's too funny. I can't have I want to be the least funniest man. I want to be the least funny, because if I'm the least funny, that means that show was awesome. If I'm the least funny, that show was great.
Exactly.
Now, social media. I have a website. It's LA Preston, LAPRESTON.com. There you'll see my Twitter, you'll see my podcast, my YouTube. All that is on that one platform. It'll show you my bio, my upcoming shows, and sign up to be a member too. It doesn't cost anything. It just says, hey, I went to your website. Hey, I'm a member now. Hey, when you do a show, send me an invite or something.
What's
I might
the
go.
website called again?
Yeah, it's LA Preston. It's LA and then PRESTON.
.com.
.com.
I'm going there as soon as I get off of this
Right.
thing.
Thank you. I appreciate
so
it.
much. So much. Now that you have graduated from the Comic Spot interview, you're welcome to come back anytime for 5 minutes and plug anything you want. Nobody takes me up
really?
on it.
Shoot, I'll take up on Eric. I'm getting on
Come
everything.
back. You're welcome anytime.
I might call you tomorrow.
All right.
I
Do
got
it
more
every
stuff.
time you have something.
All right, I will do.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'll go put this out on social media in a few different groups and we'll see how many likes we get.
All right, thank you. I appreciated the opportunity. I really do. This was fun.
Much.
And hope
LA Josh Preston. Woo!
yeah. And if there's any open spots in Vegas, let me know.
I will let you know.
Yeah.
Do you know who
because Wise Guys was fun. I really enjoyed Wise Guys, the owners and everything. They treated me well, and I wouldn't mind doing that again. But when you do Wise Guys, you gotta wait a few months, then you can do it. But if there's other places, I'll be happy to do it.
Dennis Lavender runs a really good show up in the north part of Vegas, but it's a great venue. And then Washington Jr., I forget his first name, he runs stuff all over the place. And A Miracle runs a great, oh my gosh, a bar. But imagine a long, skinny bar, and it packs out so much they have to take reservations at a bar.
Oh wow!
The whole thing is full of chairs.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
A Miracle. His name's Amir Khalil.
Okay.
He also is a regular at the LA Comedy Club at the 6 o'clock show. So he's a good person to get to know. He's my neighbor. I could drill a hole in the wall and borrow sugar from him. He's that close.
All right. Pass him my card too when you drill that hole.
Yeah, I'll make sure they see this interview.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And who are the other two people?
Dennis Lavender, like the flower, Lavender. And I'm trying to remember Washington's first name. Melvin Washington Jr., great guy.
Okay.
Super funny and puts on shows. And yeah, these people are very willing to take people from out of town, put them on the show. Do you know Steve McAnally?
I don't.
Get a hold of him too. He's very, he does a regular Wednesday show on the Strip. A lot of customers come. It's a great opportunity for you. He gives everybody, he doesn't want to know your credits and all that. You reach out to him. If he likes you, he puts you on.
Okay. Oh, I spell that last name. Ooh.
So McAnally, MC like McDonald's.
Okay.
Space Inelly. So Anelli is all together.
Got it. Thank you.
There you go. You would say that you got interviewed by me and I'm not vouching for you, because I haven't, let me just tell you, here in Vegas, you are screwed if you vouch for somebody. They don't want you to vouch. Just say it, Linda, and she mentioned for me to reach out to you. She's not vouching. If you say that I'm nobody to vouch for you, first of all, so they'll laugh if I vouch for you.
All right. Okay. And on my website, I got a 15 minute clip of me doing comedy too. So if they need something now, it's on there.
And you can go on the lot. One thing that they really like here is if you know what days you're coming, like I'm planning on coming for the whole month of March, or I'm coming for 3 days in April or whatever. And you say, here's a clip, and you put that on the Facebook Las Vegas Comedy Board.
Okay.
And you just go, now you've answered all their things. When are you coming? And what's your comedy like? Like, watch the clip.
Yeah, exactly.
It works good for people.
All right, I will do that. June is my networking month. I just network. I try to reach out to as many people as possible. Get ready for the, because it's just like this interview. You say something now, you're going to have to wait months before you probably get a response from anyone. or they got places now, because you know, with comedy, man, we book months in advance, you know, so do it now. So when the winter time comes, when people want to come in and, you know, do comedy, and there's nothing outside to do, they can come inside and hear the comedy. That's when you want to really get in there and do your show.
Yeah, thank you so much. Go get them. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you very much.
Bye.